Hi, it's Mary from Singing Strong, and today I want to talk about how to sing like a pro, and that means memorizing your lyrics, memorizing the words to your song so you come across as a professional singer. Part of being a great singer is being able to memorize your lyrics and to put across your song from memory. So you're not relying on reading the words to the song to put across your song. What are the best ways to memorize your lyrics? I've got 8 suggestions that might help you to memorize your lyrics a bit better. Number 1, chunking. Now, chunking means that you literally cut the song up into its different parts. So for example, you might have a song where it has the first verse, and then it might have a pre-chorus, then it has a chorus, it might have second verse, then chorus, then it might have a bridge, and then it might have the chorus again, might have the chorus twice at the end, and the second chorus might be slightly different. There could be different words even, different lyrics. By chunking it up, we can work out how many parts there are to the song, and then we can work on memorizing each section separately and then putting it back together so that you've got an idea of how the song actually flows, what the story of the song is. Number 2, using visual aids. Now, this means having literally a lyric sheet. So you have a piece of paper with all the lyrics written out on it, and you can use that to help you to memorize. A really good idea a friend of mine told me was to get those lyric sheets and actually put them on the outside of your shower. And so when you're having a shower, you can check the lyrics as you sing through it. So it's there as a prompt. And that way you're utilizing your shower time to learn your lyrics, which is, I think, a really great idea. Another way you could learn your lyrics using visual aids is to get the chunking, so what I talked about in the first example, getting the chunking of the songs onto cue cards. So you have each part of the song on a cue card. You can mix them up and then try and put them back in order, or you can literally use them, to help you with memorizing your song. Another thing you can do, YouTube has multiple numbers of lyric videos. So you can get the singer singing with the words on the screen and you can follow along. And there's also lots of karaoke versions where you can sing along on your own and the lyrics will prompt you on the screen. So that's another visual aid that you can use to help learn your lyrics. Number 3, write your lyrics down. This is one I find valuable when I'm trying to pinpoint the parts of the song where I'm having difficulty with the lyrics. So you literally get a piece of paper and a pen and you start writing the lyrics out. So you sing the song in your head. It's a great way to use your inner hearing to practice. You write the lyrics out on the page, no prompts. You're not allowed to be listening to the music. You can't have it up somewhere to help you. You can't use your lyric sheets. You just sit there with the plain piece of paper and you write the lyrics out. When you get to a part that you can't remember, you leave a gap. So you leave the gap, keep going until you get to the end. Then go back, check what you've written, make sure that what you've written is correct. So correct anything that isn't. And then the bits that you've missed, that you couldn't remember, you write them in, preferably in a different color, or you could highlight it or something. And they're the parts you need to work on. So now you've pinpointed which parts am I having trouble with. So instead of just going over and over it, you can go, okay, this second verse, there's a section here that I'm having trouble with. That's the part I need to work on memorizing. Number 4, practice visualization. Now this means like literally closing your eyes and imagining yourself on stage performing the song. So when you do that, you can start to imagine, well, when I'm singing this part, this is what I'm going to do. And when I sing the chorus, I'm going to do this movement, or I'm going to look a certain way. We'll talk about emotions in a minute. And that way you can sort of visualize how the story progresses in the song and how you're actually going to present it. So visualization can actually help reinforce your memory, and also it can help develop confidence about performing the song live. Number 5, emotions. And this is sort of tied in a little bit with the last one, with the visualization. We need to look at the lyrics. So get your lyrics sheet out and go through and actually work out what emotions you should be expressing at this point in the song. Now, you also should get out your thesaurus. So when you're singing a certain part of the song, you go, oh, okay, well, I'm feeling happy there. But happy is a very sort of generic word. I want you to go to your thesaurus, you can find it online, and work out a couple of other words that are perhaps a little bit more descriptive of how you're feeling at that point in the song, okay? So look for different words to help you really sort of get down into the nitty-gritty of the song. How should you be singing this? What emotion? And it's more than just happy or sad. Go through and work those out. And that will help with putting the song across and remembering the lyrics, because you're remembering the emotion about what you're singing about. Number 6. Now I've put this near the end because this is one we tend to put at number 1, and that's repetition. Now repetition is really good, and I would use repetition in amongst all of these suggestions that I'm making. I think just repeating and repeating and repeating is very tedious, and it's not really looking at the nuances of the song. It's not really getting down to which parts am I having trouble with. So if you literally just sing through the song and sing through, that's fine. I encourage you to do that, because that repetition is really good, because it helps the body to physically feel the song in you, so that you can really get an idea of, you know, the breath, the emotion, the gestures, all of that. So repetition is important, but it's not number 1. I would be doing that once I've learnt it really well with all the other suggestions I've made, then repeat it and get that, you know, body awareness of the song. Number 7, record and review. So in working on the emotions, in imagining, visualizing your performance, you need to actually video yourself. And we've got phones that we can do that now, so there's no excuse. You can always delete it. You don't have to save these things. But I think sometimes we need to be a little bit critical and look at ourselves, look at our performances, and we can pick up on all those little things that we're missing. Perhaps we're not being, perhaps the emotion that we're showing is not correct. So the way we think we're expressing it, when we actually look at ourselves, we go, oh, you know, that I am being happy, but it's actually more than that. Like it's elation. I should be showing elation. So you can sort of work out the little nuances that you should be doing when you're practicing your lyrics. When you're videoing yourself, you can also check things like diction, so how well you're actually enunciating your lyrics, tone, pitch, you know, all those other little things as well. So not only can you work on your lyrics, but you can look at yourself as a whole person, as a singer, with all of the different aspects of singing. Number 8, and this sort of fits in with the visualization, is to actually have specific gestures or movements. Say, for example, you've got a really tricky line. Maybe there's a lot of words that are fast and you have to try and put it together. And if you have a certain gesture, it could be just a little hand movement, and that's the part that reminds you what that section is. So, and you know, that movement might help you to get through the phrase. So adding little gestures and movements on specific words. So maybe you want to emphasize a certain word in your lyrics, put an extra movement on it. Perhaps there's in the chorus at maybe the second chorus at the end, perhaps it goes up instead of down. So you could be thinking about, you know, an upward gesture to remind yourself, okay, in this part of the song, when I sing the lyrics here, the melody goes up. So there's a slight change in what I have to do with the song. So there's 8 suggestions to help you to learn your lyrics. Remember, it's more than just memorizing, just going over and over and over. That's important, but that's only one little aspect. So try a few of these and see if they help. Now, I'm going to give you a little bonus one, which it would surt of go into that visualization and also the repetition. I actually, when I'm learning lyrics to a song or I'm learning the dialogue for a part, I have printed out the lyrics and the dialogue and I keep it beside my bed. And what I do when I get into bed, just before I'm going to sleep, I go through the lyrics. Maybe listen to the song, maybe sing it through quietly, maybe just sing it in my head again using my inner hearing. And I find that when I go to sleep, it's still sort of mulling over through my head, and it really does help with that, getting the lyrics ingrained in your brain. The other thing too is if you wake up in the middle of the night and you're suddenly thinking about the song and you can't remember the lyrics, they're just there. So you can literally turn the light on, check it, oh, that's what it is, turn it off and go back to sleep, instead of sitting there stewing over, what word is it? I can't remember. So I find that, particularly if you've got a concert coming up and you really have to get it learnt, that's a really good way of doing it as well. So you need to go and practice, really important. Practice your song. It doesn't just happen by osmosis. You need to actually do the work, be diligent, get those lyrics in your head, and then sing it a lot, perform the song a lot. And that way it's just in your body. And the number of concerts I've done where, oh, can you sing this song? Sure. And it's just there. So it's really important. Learning lyrics is great to become a pro singer. All right, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.